word in America, like just like,
Say it.
just what word would you guys know?
Say it,
Just a
Eddie.
prick, really. Do you know what I mean? Listen, with all jokes aside, Oscar's like one of the greatest fighters of all time, so I'll give him respect. And I don't mind this clapback Thursday stuff. It's a bit weird, but he's a character, and he gets people talking. And him against me, not in the ring, but in a matchup with our fighters, there's so many great fights to make. Shakur against Zepeda is pretty much done. You know, Boots against Ortiz, Ramirez against Opataya, that's Zerdo. The other Ramirez against Catterall. Pacheco against, he said Munguia, but Munguia left him, so we can't do that. But there's loads of other fights out there to be made. I just want to make the best fights and the best cards. So, jokes aside with Oscar, we can make a tremendous night for the sport. And that's what His Excellency wants to do. And I do believe you'll see these fights come together on February 22nd.
Eddie, just one really quick one. Keyshawn last night, that performance, him Tank, what do you think about that fight?
I love Keyshawn. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's getting better and better and better. You can't take, when a fighter comes in 7 pound over or 6 or 5 pound over or whatever it was, it's not because they're struggling at the weight, it's because you know that everything's broken down in that fight. So I don't think it was the same Lemos that fought Richardson Hitchens, but I think that's irrelevant. He demolished him. And that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to go in there. The crowd looked great in Norfolk, Virginia. It's great for boxing. Keyshawn's a great young fighter, and in time, I think he'll be a great fighter for Gervonta Davis. But he still lost 3 times to Andy Cruz, our fighter, and he'd never beat Andy Cruz. And Jaron Ennis can also confirm that, and Bozy can confirm that because he trains Andy Cruz. So I think if Keyshawn wants to fight before Gervonta Davis, sign us up for Andy Cruz. He took him to school 3 times, and he'd be ready to do it again. And on that,
4 times.
Last words for fans
4 times.
worldwide. Couple last words for fans worldwide, Boots.